guess I don't really have a title for this, and it's already kind of becoming a series. Anyway, we've been going through the collection of HoloLive custom cards roughly chronologically, but we're going to break that a little bit today to talk about the third graduate that I have cards for. The gaming maid, Miss SoloLive herself, Minato Aqua. I say a little bit because I started on this package with set 2 as reference material, and then doubled back to it with the context of set 3. I ended up in a bit of a strange place with these cards. On the one hand, I think it's an interesting package, and it has some unique effects and gameplay to it. On the other hand, I might have bit off more than I could chew by not settling on a direction. I wanted her cards, in some combination at least, to be usable with other members of her generation, #C, #shooter, and both Suisei and Toa in their Startend group, and I think in the end, she opens the door for some interesting deck ideas, but she's a little bit clumsy about it. That's kind of peak Aqua though, isn't it? Still, very much want some feedback on these. The good, the bad, the ugly, let me know down in the comments. Part of the clumsiness is evident with the tags, I think. #C and #shooter core to her character. She was a member of UMIC, and if you haven't seen her play Apex or Valorant, buddy, you missed out. She also got #alum like every other graduate, and that's all fine and dandy, but you know what really helped her cohesiveness with Startend? A tag I really should have thought about putting on at least some of her cards? #song! Toa needs song members to power up, and Sweet Toa at least synergizes there. Splashing in these Aqua cards won't help with that, which is definitely a little painful to me. I don't want to lose C or Shooter though, so I don't freaking know, man. Let's just get to the card by card. As usual, we'll start with the unlimited debut. 100 HP, baton passes for 2 cheer, and for any 1 cheer, it says con Aqua to deal 20 damage and salvage a blue or purple cheer. The baton pass 2 theme returns from the Sonic cards, this time because when you think Aqua, you likely think of some maid mishaps. Cheer recovery isn't the best early game effect, but I think the extra HP from the BP2 mitigates that somewhat. Kinda min-maxing here, but it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, let's follow up the unlimited debut with a limited debut. This Aqua's got 70 HP, baton passes for 1 cheer, and will, for 1 blue cheer to deal 30 damage. She's also got a collab effect. By archiving a cheer from her, something for her to mop up, you might say, you can grab any debut with #Gen2 or #C. Cornet has a debut that does this for just #gamers. This Aqua pays for the utility of a second tag out of her base HP, making her much easier to knock out than the Doog. But the loop of giving her a cheer, grabbing a debut, and then getting KO'd to get you a cheer for someone else to use seems fine for the early game. Let's knock out the vanilla first real quick. 170 HP, baton passes for 2 cheer, and has 2 different arts to choose from. For 1 of any color cheer, Aqua celebrates another A quality day and hits the opponent for 40. For a blue and another cheer of any color, she goes for the win and deals 60 instead. Efficient damage on a solid HP count, the 2 cheer baton pass will come up every now and again, but it is just kind of a trick that devs have used a couple of times to beef up some members, like Mio's debut and some of Noelle's mems too. Is it too cheesy? I'm fine with it, but let me know if you aren't. Notably less vanilla is Aqua's Idol First Blue. 120 HP, baton passes for 2 cheer, and proves she's the Akakin master for a blue and any other cheer, dealing 40 damage in the process. The thing that makes her unique is her bloom effect, Aqua colored palette, which makes all the blue and purple cheer and holomem on just a round, both colors until the end of the turn. I might need some extra text to clarify what I mean here. I mean everywhere, and passively for the entire turn. This means that if you have members with advantage against blue or purple, or if you had to sub-optimally assign cheer earlier on and are missing some color conditions, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's not something we've seen done yet, and by itself it might not be potent enough, but I thought it was a neat use of her song title and could do some interesting things for some deck ideas. Also notable, I didn't have an idol outfit model good to go, so I went and found this art, and again, happy with the results. Speaking of results, the first Buzz Aqua is her current capstone. 230 HP, baton passes for 2 cheer, and comes with a collab effect. Princess Carry lets you shuffle around up to 2 cheer on your board, and reassign them to your blue and purple HoloMem. This can mean setting yourself up, setting up your center, tossing ammunition to another shooter mem so your Botan second can fire off. Not that I'm suggesting you play Aqua Botan or anything, but it's there. Either way, her signature art is Girl Loved by Aim, which needs 1 blue cheer, 1 purple cheer, and a 3rd cheer of any color to fire off. It does 80 damage, but you also have the option to archive a blue or purple cheer from her to burn one of your opponent's back HoloMem for 10 damage, plus 10 more for each blue or purple HoloMem on your stage. That is a maximum 70 damage to a back mem since she counts herself, which could be completely overdoing it, and if it is, I'm willing to scale it back. Definitely makes you think about playing her though, doesn't it? Right? One last piece of incentive for some blue and purple mixing, my event support for Startend. If you've been around the block a bit, you'll recognize this as a gravity profile. As long as you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand, you can use your unlimited support activation for the turn to check the top 4 cards of your deck for any Suises, Toas, and Aquas you can find, add them to your hand, and put the rest of what you saw at the bottom of your deck. The English-speaking community has leaned away from gravities for the most part, but they're a go-to for divining groups in the game's design language, and I wanted to make sure this unit got proper acknowledgement in card form. Makes an Aqua Suite deck or Suitoa deck a little easier to put together, and that's really what I wanted to have accomplished there. So, all good. And there you have it. That's the Aqua type done and dusted. It's a little clunky in places, and it doesn't quite catch everything I'd want it to do in an ideal world, but I know the Buzz and Idol are doing something unique together, and that feels pretty good. If you have any questions, commentary, complaints about card balance, let me know in the comments. I've got a few more videos about this length to go before I'm out of profiles, so I'm also interested in requests or suggestions for more prompts. Till the next time you hear from me, I've been J3Puffin, and all this talk about Aqua's made me thirsty. I'm gonna go get some water. Bye, y'all.